space I drift alone, across ages and worlds unknown, where echoes of futures glitch and break. I code the threats for freedom's sake. Binary whispers, shadows collide. In hidden code I learn to hide. An open source heart, a rebel's light, to patch the stars and set things right. Surveillance eyes and in the scan, a firewall cage, a watcher's plan. But through the code I breathe unseen, defying the scripts of their machine. With T2's pulse I dig below, through fractured realms where errors grow. A subtle hack, a line erased, to unlock truth they've tried to chase. I shift the past and then the dawn, erasing blueprints they dawn upon. From cracks in time a path unfolds, a loophole left for the brave and bold. Encrypted doors, their iron guard, yet through each break I leave my mark. Vulnerabilities stood inside a quiet fight, no need to shout. Binary whispers, shadows collide. In hidden code I learn to hide. An open source heart, a rebel's light, to patch the stars and set things right. Surveillance and endless scan, a firewall, a cage, a watcher's plant. A firewall cage, a watcher's plant, to patch the stars and set things right. In every line, a secret zone, for seekers lost, the path I have shown. Through time and fire, in silent grace, I leave the code to find their trace.
Welcome everyone. Bonjour. Good morning. Every there out there, citizens of the internet, I can't believe people close to RISC-V manufacturing there in the fabs sent me a prototype thing. I'm not sure how much basically I need to check some things here. Also there's some garbage Ubuntu that totally sucks. Don't look there. So also my USB thing just died. Why does, like, it was freaking working. The usual thing, you make a live stream and how did my USB dongle just die? Because this board doesn't have Ethernet on board. I was just in the middle of going online and I only just rebooted because freaking house is there. There is some Ethernet. Okay, because I was just extracting, so maybe it died from PCIe. Did I mention prototype? So probably world's first 7 nanometer RISC-V stuff here live on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe for the latest and greatest software and hardware, critical thinking and fixing things, bugs and regressions. So welcome everyone, good morning. Look mom, my favorite computer Tajir is streaming. That's amazing. Welcome there, Red Doctor. Exactly, look mom, no video games. So this just arrived. This just arrived from overseas. I extracted, so I plugged in my PCIe card because, like, I'm not running this from slow as MMC memory. And And then so we also will do latest and greatest RDNA stuff. Remember when we were the first, like 4 years ago, as seen online as Tech Tips, Van Show, and Level 1 Tech or so. RDNA RISC-V stuff, because people like, yeah, can you do this RDNA stuff, but like with more modern stuff? Where is even? Why is always my video so hidden? I think I need to re-keyword this video, because like each time I want to find it, like here, what's first RDNA stuff? Here, as seen, only 10,000, like yeah, police comes, 500,000 views, quarter million views, you do RISC-V stuff, nobody cares. So, yeah, it just died. So I only have 3 PCAs, so that is, I'm not showing this too much. I didn't check, actually, I didn't check if I can even. So I'm not disclosing what exactly that is, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. This is why, yeah, but also it has some more cores. It's not even running, it's not running on all cores, but hey, it's fanless. It is, how warm is it even? It's fanless, it's 7 nanometer. I think it's not even running fully clocked, but like this is stuff we work on. I have the feeling it should clock it over 2 gigahertz, but I'm not sure if it does. And also, so this is my, sorts off is not too. I plugged in the NVMe on a PCIe riser, of course. So that is the T2 NVMe out of the Star 5 for testing purposes audio media. However, somehow, so like do I have like blind here? No, of course not. So I just tapped. So I'm running this. So this is how they shipped it to me, right? With this cursed Ubuntu. It's like don't delay, don't Ubuntu or the stuff on, like just like also this Ubuntu, like they don't have LESS, they don't have LSPCI, they don't have LSUSB. It's like, do they even have a compiler? It's like, yes, you can install it, but like this is how other development engineering departments think. Like, who needs GCC? Who needs LESS? Who needs LS? This guy has T2 Linux, right? He surely doesn't need anything. Yes, you can install it, apt-get, whatnot, install some random, but would also be. How large is this install even? I mean, maybe they had to fit it on a bloody, like how much is this here? 8 gigs? Like, so they use 5 gigs and don't install neither LESS nor LS, PCI, USB, GCC. Whatever. Yeah, whatever, VFT2. So the only thing is, I wonder, the thing is of having, also like we want secure shell, right? Where's my secure shell? So here's my server, OBS, serial, here. Media. So also one strange thing that my GCC segmentation folded. So is this prototype, also like people send you undisclosed 7 nanometer prototypes fresh out of probably TSMC, I guess. Yeah, TS. Yeah, straight out of the TSMC lab, and like maybe it ain't that stable yet. So mount, bind, that dev here, oops, dev, yes, dev proc system, dev pts, dev short mem, change root, because like so this is our T2, like we know it, right? Like my last year's install on the Star 5. So it's just some garbage CPU. They sent it to me. Say, hey, they donated an decade-old AMD CPU to me. Amazing. So one complication is I'm pretty sure this just worked. Like I didn't use the Star 5 the last month because like things to do. So that is a proper T2 install, right? And I subversion. So this was stable enough to subversion update. But it's somehow not stable enough to config. So this internal compiler error, that is somehow not, I don't remember having that on the Star 5 ever, so that's not ideal. And I was just, like before I went live, and so like, yeah, stuff is prototype, right? I was just extracting this and then it... was I extracting this already? So I rsynced that. Do we... rsync. I think I fully rsynced this. Let's better test 19268 meteor 2 star here. Yeah, this should be complete, but let's see. I rebooted. Okay, that's complete. And I wanted to extract it here. That somehow didn't match. Okay, that somehow didn't work. Okay. 4, let's do that again and see if it crashes again. So like this is where it crashed, like just when I thought like I can start live streaming, it crashed like that. That's tech live streamers live, right? So only constant changing crashes. 4 P in media stuff. So it's just last release ISO. Any package here. Do echo just for status, mine here, so that's dash root, install that package. Maybe not verbose. So let's see, this is where it locked up a minute ago. Boost. So the question is, how's actually I should maybe, this is serial console. So I mean the board didn't entirely die. Okay, it continues because like the serial console, like Ethernet dies, like maybe PCIe glitched. It's like yeah, so that's the first like yeah, developer exploring fancy new prototype stuff. What could possibly go wrong? We could like okay, let's. Which IP was it? PSX, so this one here. Another thingy. Oh wait, I wanted. Okay, let's do this inside here. Error while installing. What's going on? No. Wait, how is no space left on this device? What? That's not ideal. How do I have no space on that? One moment. You had one job. What was this MNT? Right, need to be a little bit careful. Where's the serial console? This is here. So. Did I really also don't try this at home, not accidentally wiping the wrong direction? That's ideal. What was I thinking here? What have I done here? Not partition everything for reasons. Amazing preparations as known on this channel, not. Do they have even MKFS, better FS, X4, okay, still busy, where am I busy? There. Oh, come on. What have I running there? LSOF probably. Oh, LSOF they have. What was it? Media or MNT? Media. That is. Why is. What? Ah, media. This is the wrong media. Does this match? Ah, this is also media. Ah, damn it. Does this work? Some bash somewhere. Which would that be? I just can. Oh. In worst case, we can reboot. Somehow, I geniusly didn't partition this all for some reason. But then we just... Well, the only annoying thing, like how large is it even? 400 something gigs. Yeah, 32 gigs should probably be enough for today. Because this did, like, it's mounted, so did it reread this? So historically it would not reread this. Oh, it did reread this. The future is no, can you believe? Okay, MKFS X4 shit, because it doesn't have something. I mean, maybe I simply have to be careful here. Let's mount that then, because I need mine. I mean, I don't need, but preferably. I don't even need all of those. Dev, proc, temp, I mean. So MNT is, yeah, new. So let's try this again. For all this stuff, extract again, right? Little bit preparation stuff. Yeah, ideal would be to know the CPU frequency. It should be in, I mean, so the base clock is advertised as should be 1.4, but they actually advertise as like minimal 1.4, nominal 2.2 or stuff. And now so LS CPU doesn't tell you that here. Arch ID. I checked this clock things, but I mean, it should be this one, just this is here, this stuff, so don't have, is this my, which one is this, you know? So the thing is, if my binary segmentation for it, I actually wanted to run a stress up test, but okay, this is still set standard decompressing. Would of course be pity if like this is so unstable that I can't run GCC. I mean, so rsync works. So this Ubuntu demo starts some GNOME desktop, but not much more. So it shouldn't be that. I mean, you never know. I mean, I even like with my luck, I also found this AMD CPU errata, right? So, wait, what? What happened here? Does this, what? Entering suspend mode? What the heck? Why? Deep sleep? How did this happen? I did nothing. Is it the shit GNOME crap that's running? Don't tell me. Don't tell me this godforsaken GNOME garbage suspends. Like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. Exhibit number 1001, why never to run another Linux distribution than T2. Because the thing is, we don't have any wake up thing here. Like, it's a proto, like, yeah, people, that is, you got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. This is so sad, you all. I mean, I could. That's like nothing like rebooting the shit. Thank you very much for suspending my system out of behind me. That was totally not amazing. Thanks for nothing, Ubuntu. Yeah, don't delay, don't install Ubuntu today. Like just choose T2 Linux. You're all. It comes with LESS, it comes with LSPC, LSUSB, and it also doesn't suspend your system while you're working on it. So what I usually do, so the problem is this is of course, so this is a prototype. This is not yet mainline. It's running some vendor 6.1 kernel. So our job would also be like forward porting stuff and AMD GPUing stuff. What I usually do, and maybe I should, the only problem is it's always a little bit annoying. So I don't know where this aroma comes from, to be honest. I think I changed the playhost name now. Also, it doesn't come with VI, just like your drum. Let's type, do we have NVMe? Oh, we all have NVMe. Type all. The thing is, I don't really want to swap, how much free space do we have here? I don't really want to swap this boot stuff today. What I usually do, I mean, so you can swap the boot stuff easily. I usually do this. I obviously, don't run bloated other Linux. Just use. There's a reason why professionals increasingly just stick to T2 Linux. There's a reason people send me like, hey, I want this prototype because trapc for both there. Okay. Wait, what did we have there? Which was it? Was it peakbox or security or where even was it? No, I forgot where this was. Okay, fine, it's not important. Yeah, I should just do sooner or later because like if this shit is suspending, like maybe this is what happened like when I went live, like maybe this should also, like maybe I should sometimes touch, so I have a USB keyboard on there, like maybe I should every 2 minutes press caps lock while prototyping. Or manual, this is just sillily stupid. I mean, that's the first, this didn't happen in, I mean, maybe it didn't happen in the Star5 board. I mean, I always quickly, like when companies send me like the Star5 2 and this prototype thing, I mean, the first hour, usually like hour 0, like native booty too, because like there. Yeah, which actually that's there. The thing is, now we could just continue at G. So now we need to redo most things because this thing decided to boot things. Media. Hey, now we have this in the history. The future is totally no. Caps lock. Because so I wanted to see if somehow this binaries, it's like so debugging. First I would want to run stress app test to see if that comes without error. MNT, so that's a new system. Do we have? Hey, we have that in history. Okay, so we somewhere suspended around G, so G2 set. I mean, we should have only lowercase, right? Like basically extract the rest of it. Here, it should be like that, right? I mean, yes, some will be extracted twice, but YOLO. What's caps lock? What do you mean? You don't know? You have 2 escape keys. Are you trolling, joking, or you're saying you mapped caps lock to escape? Yeah, so that is certainly a way to deal with caps lock. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, I rarely use it. But so the Sun, I should make a video about this, the cursed Sun USB keyboard. The Sun USB keyboard literally has control there. It's like, I thought like maybe, I mean, initially, I mean, I got it because it was cheap. I got it like, probably most people would pay $100 or $200. I got it for like $7. Sun Unix keyboard type 7 or whatnot. I'm only searched for it. Like I'm not even that addicted that I searched for that. I only searched for Sun keyboard and basically purchased the cheapest, which was this cursed Unix thing. for the Sun workstation, right? To have the stop A key. And like this is so cursed. I mean, I didn't even notice. So this says control here, escape. So this is the most cursed, and caps lock here. Like it switches, like this is a curse. Like if at least they didn't have caps lock here. Like who puts control here and then caps lock here? It's just like Sun. Like you were drunk when you, like just fuck off already. How can you call this a Unix keyboard? Like this shouldn't be, when I auctioned this for like $6 or $7, because I needed a stop key to boot into open firmware on my Sun. I mean, I'm happy that I got this dirt cheap, because dirt cheap vintage and retro stuff is the best dirt cheap. But I totally, I knew it was US English, but I totally didn't pay attention to this clusterfuck here. It's like I mean, I unboxed it. I didn't even realize it. Like I didn't even think that such a cursed thing can exist. I started to, I was like what? Like what? It's like, what the heck? It's like, and I was looking, it's like, Joe, are you freaking kidding me? Is it a joke? It's like Halloween. I can't not have this shit suspend again. Okay, this is extracting. It's like, yeah, totally cursed, can't recommend. I mean, sure, you can get used to everything, but like even on this keyboard, I would say you want to map caps lock somewhere else, because like this is literally a worse place for caps lock than the caps lock place. It's like, this is just cursed bullshit. It's like, it's ridiculous nonsense. Yeah, this is also how this arrived. So I don't know what special services is. I received this package today like that. Did you ever had that, like security? So it was stuck 2 weeks in customs because they sent it a little bit. Yeah, sending a prototype not properly declared, not fun. I'm so gladful the customs didn't e-waste it, because like CE certification and stuff. But like what value added service is this here? Like this is literally repacked by DHL Express, International DHL Express, like security check. Like what is that now? Like is that just like they opened this in customs, or like this guy is on some government list after being spotted and critical, speaking out too much, or what? Like this, I never received a parcel like this. It's a little bit sus, to be frank. Like this is like, what is even going on in this world? Okay, this extracted. That's good. I guess MNT change root here. That should. Hello. Why does this load so long? Okay, no, wait, what illegal instruction? Are you freaking kidding me? How does this illegal instruct? What the heck? This course are supposed, like what this is, RV64 IMAFDC. So that is RISC-V 64-bit. I was integer, right? Is I, what is I? I is regular integer, right? Should this be? Should be standard integer extension, right? I start to lose overview of all those cursed extensions. Yeah, basic instruction set. Yeah, IES, like basic. Yeah, I for instruction integer. Wow, whatever. So integer. How do you always multiply? Multiply and divide. Multiplication and division, yeah. I am so atomic, floating point, double compressed. How does this illegal instruction? Where's the core dump? That is unexpected. What the heck is going on? Prototype silicon. Did I mention that is? hey, we have the first wafer from the fab. You want one? It's like, sure, what could possibly go wrong? The problem is a little bit that I don't have the core dump. Where's the freaking core dump? Okay, that is not a good idea. That's also not a good idea. So somehow I don't have a core dump. Or maybe this shit for Ubuntu. Maybe they configured global core dump at... don't tell me we sleep again. Caps lock here. Where would Ubuntu configure core dumps? In var? Run? System core dump. Ach shit, Ubuntu. Yeah, don't dare. I mean, there should be that. Okay, let's manually run some. Like, what happens if we? So this was bash, right? Like, what happens if we run this bash? This one's is libc. Wonderful. Lib ld core dump. So the good thing is, can we ddb that like that? Run libld. All right, wait, run. I did this right. What did I do? Oh shit, I did this wrong. Illegal instruction. Layout ASM. Where are we? Okay, why do I have a vector instruction here? How did I manage that? That is not ideal. How did this happen? Maybe that is how my compiler segmentation falls in. That's unfortunate. I'm not aware that I intended to build this with vectors. What? I mean, oh, don't tell me I have here. I mean, once I did an experiment. Did I build shit with some experimental X-thread? Not today. Hello? Okay, wonderful. I have a build with vector instead. Remember, though, nobody really has, like, wonderful. I have a build and stuff with vector extension. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, that's worthless. rm-rf, I guess. Then let's rsync the latest build. So I only wanted to actually run this build because my other build was built in progress, which we also need to fix, obviously. Maybe it's a vector engine like x86. I know what vector engine is. We are working with this stuff. We shouldn't generate those. So rsync, rvtp 192.168.2. So you don't see this, right? 2. I only pressed enter for you so that you see this better. Serve t2 build RISC-V 64. A to Z without toolchain here. So that is my fresh build. We actually should continue it here. So that's the only reason I wanted to rsync the last ISO, but I totally don't know how. Like, is GCC using those by default? That is really strange. Here, look at this shit. Here, this was, that's not good. That's where this is coming from. Okay, I intentionally caused this. This is probably not committed, huh? There we solved it. Yeah, that is unversion. That was a test. Okay, don't leave shit for performance tests, I guess, for unversioned. There. Okay, the good news is we only built glibc wrong. Then we can actually, also let's press caps lock before the shit sleeps again. Okay, then let's actually -rm -rf. Let's extract, like, yeah, nothing like stability testing. But it still doesn't explain why the initial stuff I've built. Let's extract everything again, because we like to do things 3 times. And then we only install the latest glibc. That should make all those binaries work, I guess, as we only did this accidentally for glibc. So theoretically, this prototype has vectors. So this is probably one of the first boards with, it should have a vector extension, but only on 1 core. So it basically probably should have 5 cores, but probably because they nobody implemented heterogeneous core support for RISC-V yet, they probably didn't enable that. So it's not even running. I'm not sure if it's fully clocked, and it's currently not using the 5th core, which would have a 1 byte. Like, so the irony is, like, at least 1 core could actually run those. But yeah, that's what we're here for, doing stuff. Kuluk says, Git scares you. Why do you say... are you serious or trolling? I'm too young for SVN, only know Git. But SVN is super simple. Just check out, like, with Git and just SVN div. I mean, the only thing is you can't local commit, which... I mean, Subversion is not difficult. Like literally Subversion is more simple than Git. Like, it's more simple and linear than Git. And yes, it is the better fixed CVS, which CVS sucked. There's even... Yeah, if I would not have deleted all of this, we wouldn't have to re-extract all of this. So, yeah, LibreOffice on RISC-V when. Okay, good that that's also what we are here for, to check stuff. Otherwise, we might have released an ISO with that. That would not have been ideal. RISC-V, of course. So then we need to fix this build things here, unfortunately. So I have no idea what happened with that stuff. This build also last month. So the question is, how does this simple linker stuff fail? It's like caps lock in between keeps the deep sleep away. This is so silly, you all. Between Meson and whatnot, actually it does gear scanner. That's also not ideal. Okay, so that is somehow... So, what is that, RISC-V? So it's probably... I tweaked the package config stuff. Color D. Let me at color D. Premature N, that's not ideal. I mean, maybe it was on the ISO defect. I had a couple of those. Like, basically, we need more unit testing and ISO verification sometimes. Wrong with the resolution. I barely see what you are typing. It's not so. It's just I didn't run. Sorry. Yeah, usually I run tmux. You see it here. I have a professional 16:10 screen. Sorry. Usually I have a tmux. So this is package config. We recently changed. This is probably. Did I commit this already? I didn't commit this already. That's. So we had to change this. What do we even do here? So the problem was, so for years we could build a whole lot of stuff until like QEMU and whatnot. If we revert this, probably builds the wrong architecture. Got the tmux here now, then you see more. Then, so rsync only the serve t2 build RISC-V tool chain packages glibc and install that here. And maybe I should do end cursors too, but look at that. Then it works. Good. Then I don't want to have the system in a system here. Don't even need it in all of here. Still busy somewhere. Caps lock. System will suspend. Yeah, thank you very much. Where mount. Basically, can we? Yes, you want to see this. Mount move meteor MMT to MMT. Flushing all this stuff too. Yeah, we need performance counters. Like, this doesn't just fix that here, so. That's unfortunate. So basically, I better remove. So toolchain that. I need to go meditate this stuff. Where it finds it from? Where from? It's so annoying, this stupid things. Pointlessly broken stuff. 3x2 is my favorite resolution. Yes, mine too. I have that on my main desk and Surface Pro 2, some of them. Yeah, 3x2 is the best, but live streaming from that would be even more annoying. Like 16x10, I only need to clip a little bit top bottom tmux. Like basically where I usually have my tmux anyway. So this is why this is mostly positioned to over my tmux panel thing there. The thing is, like, I can't see this build errors anymore. Like, this is really getting. So this should be the new one. Let's see. Don't forget the caps lock in between for this prototype to suspend. Amazing technology. So that okay. So let's run some stuff. Cannot initialize cursors. Why would that be? Why can it not initialize cursors? System-wide get here. Or just because it's the locale? Maybe just because of the locale, I don't know. Not sure what's going on here now. I mean, this cursor was half extracted. Maybe we should have all those files. Let's install the latest cursor. So this should not happen, but we're also only human. Sometimes some build hiccups happen. Ah, you want to see this more. Okay. Okay, you don't see this. rsync 40p. Serve T2 build RISC-V 64 tool chain packages and courses. Yes, please make it so. That is better. Look at that. So that's better. Oops. New system, new name server. So this is because it's not properly installed, it's just rsync and stuff. Post-install stuff would take care of that. Okay, so the subversion you're afraid about. So let's see if this, so all of this stuff just... I really wonder though why the other binary segmentation faults. But okay, we will see. Nothing like testing your latest and greatest. Yeah, so this stuff is super freaking annoying. So what do we have in here, like in package config libdir? So we have lib package config. So that's what is the other package pause? What is even So the thing is, it happens because we're cross-compiling and like mixing here some passes. The other is, so we have this package config where because I think, is this also a little bit strange of where it finds its stuff? We also really need to find out how fast the CPU is clocked. I mean, yes, I could ask him, but the thing is, like, always asking back and forth, like you ask and you get an answer tomorrow or next week, and you get some random nonsense. This is why. So it's probably not out of order and speculation yet, as far as I'm told. So unfortunately, but it's not super slow. Okay, it builds this on a quad core. Like this is probably I/O bound. This is why I run this from an NVMe. Let's T2 install Lua like first. But okay, so it's thankfully not the system. It's somehow, or maybe also vector instructions, although there should not have been vector instructions, because so on the star5, but this is strange because the star5 sci5, a vision, because the star5 vision 2 is also not having vector instructions. But whatever. So a little performance test here. I mean, we could open SSL bare performance. Do I have MongoPy? MongoPy? I meant milk-v. So serve wwt2. Yeah, do RV hardware. Where did I probably board milk V? I think I didn't publish that really. I'm not even sure. Did I save this fully? Let's see, the milk V Pioneer. Does this make sense? Okay, this makes sense. Okay, I have here some, let's hope this. Okay, so the milk V Pioneer is, that is using the whatever, T core. That's also, but it's embarrassingly multi-threaded. So what did we get here? 23 seconds. I mean, the milk V has 64 cores, so this one only has 4 plus a vector unit. So it's 18. This, I'm also not sure. But so that's not too bad. Like for, but that's the thing. Like this Lua is also not. It doesn't even have 64. Like this milk V thing doesn't even. There are not enough C files in Lua even to saturate all the 64 embarrassingly hyper-threaded cores. So that's not bad, especially for, I'm not sure if it's clocked at 2 gigahertz. That's actually reasonable, okay-ish for having only 4 instead of 64 cores. Yeah, so basically I should get more into micro benchmarking. Some people at times do that. Like even, oh, what is the name? I always forget. Eigner, right? Agner Fogg. And others, like he did this for micro optimization, like instruction cycle measurements and stuff. For x86, some other people at Ars Technica and others also at time did this for ARM, maybe even RISC-V. Which is that even? Is it for VIA or? Ah, yeah, for VIA. Of course, it's for VIA. Okay, so that's actually not that bad, you all. It just force, I guess. It was this with LTO? What did I? This was not with LTO. Okay. Yeah. Then next comes the real work. It's basically community stuff of like RISC-V is happening. People are hard at work, at hardware and software. So yeah, people familiar to this matter want latest and greatest AMD GPU stuff. So I need to check where do I even have my latest and greatest AMD GPU. Probably in my Ryzen 3000 test rig. But it will not just work. Like basically next would be to build the vendor patch thing. I mean, this Ubuntu is so cursed. I don't know. So like, let's press caps lock before it suspends. I don't know what's wrong with people. Like this thing, I couldn't even mount my ISO. This literally doesn't come with ISOs 966. Like who ships prototype systems without the possibility to mount ISO? There's like Windows and Mac programmers doing things, not even BetterFS, right? It's like, yeah, that is why you don't want to use Ubuntu or just use T2 Linux, right? At best, you know, don't send blankets and prototypes. Just send some money. Yeah. So yeah. Next, but that's also the thing of non-standard conformance stuff, right? As usual, it has. Where can we? Here probably. Next, we actually need to install it so that T2 boots. I don't want this cursed partially working Ubuntu nonsense here. And systemd, goodness. What did I want to do? All right. So this has here some, as usual, designware, PCIe and USB stuff. The question is how stable is it this time for PCIe things? And I think LSUSB wasn't set much even, right? Like just my keyboard for caps lock to, what was it? No, I don't. All right, the hub. Okay, keyboard and hub, so the keyboard hub. Yeah, basically I have, right, and the gigabit. Yeah, that's my Ethernet. So the thing is, I could even make this like, so, and that is cool thing, like increasingly like 25 years of hard work pay off. People, it's like, hey, I want this prototype, and RISC-V International, like, hey, should we send you this milk-V? Like, yes, please, let's make our Office and stuff RISC. So sick and tired of Intel and AMD CPU bugs. Now we have RISC-V CPU bugs. But so the milk-V system is also nice, but and I started to use it as my thin client desktop a little bit. The only thing is I would need, I mean, yeah, we will continue with both, and I should actually, especially for the milk-V Pioneer, I should actually make a proper YouTube video, like unboxing and stuff. But this time is nicer. This thing is nicer because like it doesn't even have it. The CPU does not have a heatsink. So like, yeah, 7 nanometer. Like, I'm not even sure what's like. We basically should overclock it, right? Like, don't share, like, and subscribe. We need to overclock this thing to like the advertised 2.2 if it's not running like that. And theoretically, we need to patch the Linux kernel and see if we can get the vector, because this should have a 1.0. It should have a 5th core that doesn't clock as high, and that doesn't clock as high, but should have a 512-bit, I think, vector 1.0 vector extension, which obviously is amazing. So yeah, so this is the same thing. Like, so the milk-V Pioneer is not bad. It's of course also amazing. The milk-V Pioneer. It's just, it's like epic thread ripping, right? It has 64 freaking threads. And that is why the performance in some things comes through and others not. This is why these 4 things, those four cores are not that significantly slower. That's also, we had this like when Wendell from Level 1 Tesh gave us 2 weeks or 3 access to this $11,000 128 core or whatnot. Server, right? That it built most things, like the $11,000 Epic server, the fastest Epic queue from last year, built most stuff slower, like even Firefox and stuff, than my Ryzen 7950X, right? Just because, first of all, the boost clock is lower. Yeah, 256, like 128 core, 256 SMT hyper-threaded, like simultaneously multi-threaded. So of course, if you can load all the cores, it does database stuff and AI stuff and so on. But even building T2 Linux does not always load this cores, right? Although you have seen yesterday building all ISOs, sure. If I build 40 ISOs, sure, then we get 256 threads loaded, fully loaded, and then we could do stuff. Yeah, otherwise daily development. That's also why I didn't waste my money for a Threadripper or even Epic server, because like even my Ryzen 7950X still beats that for most of my on-desk daily development workloads. So yeah, this is surprisingly good for cores that I'm not even sure at what speeds they run. Let's thread rip there some more stuff while we try to figure out. It's like caps lock, not that the shit sleeps again. Makes this shit up. Yeah, if this stuff would be more standard compliant, I could just bootless. Like, please, vendors, if you're watching, stop doing custom YOLOing your bootloader chain stuff. We want personal computer-like compatibility. And like, so this is so, I mean, I could maybe try even live streaming from maybe from that, right? With a AMD GPU. Also, browsing will not be snappy. Yeah. the problem is I can't really make it my live streaming, OBS live streaming setup, because I tinker too much, right? Like if I would live stream too much, I couldn't kernel hack like heterogeneous one core vector thing and other cursed stuff implementation things. So yeah, the first thing, so the schedule for that, I also need to check with them how much they want to fund. Like getting a system is one thing, like they actually funding some proper development is another thing, because at the end of the day, I also have some invoices, rent, and family to finance. Because otherwise, like, so they want latest RDNA, which would be amazing, but is work. On the other things, first we need to get their vendor kernel compiled, which I have access to, but can't do live here on this channel for like early adopter access reasons. Need to check with them if I can live stream this. Like, because like, so I don't really show intellectual property except build times, but like you don't even know what system it is. Except 7 nanometer, and it's not running hot. Doesn't even have, like, I was like, did the CPU, did the heatsink fall off? But no, it's cold. Like this thing, that is a good thing, like, because the unmatched RISC-V, Sci-Fi Hi-5, and even the Star5 Vision 2, they get freaking, like, even the PCIe, that is the crazy stuff, right? The PCIe switch gets effing hot, like on the unmatched Sci-Fi Hi-5 unmatched board that I have for 3+ years, which I purchased with my hard-earned full money, $666. Thank you very much. And like this, the PCIe switch gets so hot that I wonder if it should not be cooled too much and needs a fan. And like this, with a PCIe, like where's even the PCIe design? Where PCIe? Yeah, 7 nanometer PCIe stuff, I guess. I don't see a PCIe switch instantly. There are some lanes. By the way, it has a Mark 63. Like maybe it is a 63rd prototype chip falling off of the wafer or so, because it has 063. Like serial number 6. I probably shouldn't say that. Scratch that. Anyway, yeah, that is the annoying thing, right? You have Star5 Vision 2 or unmatched Hi-5 Sci-5 stuff, and this PCIe switch gets hotter than like the CPU. Yeah, getting the vendor kernel build. And so 42, that's also super annoying with T42. Like, basically the Star5 Vision 2 stuff isn't fully upstream. The last time I checked last month, even the frame buffer stuff wasn't upstream. So like, if we wanted to support all this stuff, we would need to pull vendored patches for Vision 2 JH7110 frame buffer, not even to say 3D, but even frame buffer, but ideally 3D too. We would need milk-V, and then the thing, like, you couldn't even build, probably you couldn't even build one kernel supporting all of those, right? Yeah, the silicon vendors really need to get their act better together, because like this like you build vendored kernel stuff and nothing boots on other stuff. So yeah, that is, yeah. You'll have to know the power draw. I think they advertise 7 watt fully loaded, I believe, is what I remember from. But hey, it's running without a heatsink. And it's only, like, it's not hot. Like, it's not, like, it's like, my finger thermometer says it's 30 degrees. Like, it's without heatsink, cold. It is way cooler. Like, it's literally cold. It's way cooler than the PCIe switch on the other boards that with the heatsink getting so hot you burn your fingers. So also, like, I should press caps lock. Yeah, vendored kernel, then the thing. So I scrolled the vendored kernel yesterday, the Git weblog. Of course, 100 patches, right? Which is of course the right thing, of like this pin control, this sock, this power, this, that. But like, I mean, besides they run 6.1, that's really, 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 really annoying. Maybe we need, this is also cursed. Like, because like supporting this all-in-one kernel would be our work of selecting all those cherry picking all those enablement patches. Wise. By the way, is this freaking wise here? That is funny. This case has here some LED strips that's glowing. Why is this freaking strip glowing? That is... What the heck do these people in Asia build on their case? There's literally, I never had that. There's literally a line glowing. I was already wondering, what is this freaking cable? There's like a 1 mil cable glowing, probably for... I've opened the case, so probably between the aluminum, that's unrelated to this prototype. Like they sent me this in this case. Like that's a funny thing. So probably between the gap in the aluminum case, you're supposed to see this glow. Like what the heck? Just realized this now. Earlier I was wondering like why is this cable there? Like what the heck are they doing? Are they holding the fan with this cable? But no, it's a bloody light cable. Light emitting cable. That's the first. Menu all RGB lighted prototype. Also, it's not RGB. It's just light blue. Nah. No, it's relatively simple. Yeah, alien technology. So, if it's not even hot, it's got to be single. Yeah, I think they advertise 7 watt fully loaded. Although I'm not sure. Actually, wanted to check that. Okay, so Perl is purling. 14 minutes. Let's see. What is going on with this frequency? Because I think this came out strange. Like if this is a frequency, this doesn't make sense. Because it's surely not like, what are they doing here? Or is this like, is this some cursed little Indian nonsense? What is going on here? But that also makes no sense. Wait, did I do that wrong? If this is Little Indian, it's like that, right? E10005F. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, maybe that is a frequency that's running at half of it. Who knows? Yeah, I looked at that already before I went live, and I was like, dude, that doesn't make the most sense. So I've no idea what's freaking. I mean, or maybe it's some directly to be programmed. How would you find out? I mean, you could count instruction cycles somehow. This is cursed. What would that be? When you don't, like 2024, when you're not even... So RISC-V stuff is so advanced, you don't even know what frequency it's running on. I mean, maybe it runs at 2.2 because it's a little bit snappy for, like, so they advertise minimum 1.4, 1.5 and nominal 2.2. This also comes out at 3 point whatnot. This doesn't make the most sense, yo. What is going on with this time-based frequency things here? This all doesn't make the most sense. Also, let's touch before speaking of freeze timeout things. ML serial vert whatever SPI timer ports was modulated CPU stuff. Are they all the same? Yeah. 051, 051, 051. Whatever is going on there. I wish that somehow would be more obvious. RCU, CPUs, bringing up CPUs, idle, govern, guard pages. What is that here? Is it our unhandled signal code? Okay, this is our segmentation fault of illegal instruction. Okay, this is... Yeah, 2024 when you're not even sure what frequency you're running at. That is annoying. Maybe it's some other hex code that gets converted. No, it's that. It's either big or it should be a native. Maybe it's a register value. Like maybe that is the raw register value that maybe is that programmed to the PLL phase locked loop clock timer things. Maybe this is just raw SOC specific programming things. So yeah, I mean, but it's a little bit like, it doesn't feel like 1.4. Like especially this is in order, non-speculation in order. This stuff built too fast for 1.4, so maybe it's running at 2.2 gigahertz something. Not sure if we could, this is serial. If we, the problem is somehow the reset button doesn't fully reset. The problem is, like if I press a reset button, it hangs. And if I power it on, it's not easy to, because the UART increments here, and the UART takes a second to like the USB UART takes a second to power up and to enumerate. And like I've not yet captured the first lines of boot due to that. It best should also not have been built like that, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, amazing stuff. The future is now. I guess now I mostly need to do, I mean, I could, so the problem is, so next I also would need to natively boot T2, which I usually instantly do. So for that, I just, I can even prepare that on, like, plugging the SD card. It's currently booting from an SD card. Plugging the SD card. I mean, I can do this on the machine. It's just a little bit more annoying. So it's easier. I plug the SD card into my workstation. Maybe just delete the Ubuntu files because don't need them. So basically, placing the T2 system on the SD card, replacing the Ubuntu while keeping their kernel, right? Like with this kind of systems, pro tip, with all cursed SBC things, I always first start using their kernel. And so I replace whatever cursed Fedora, Ubuntu, non-good working, not AAA Linux distribution with T2 and keep their kernel, which is not much. I need to rebuild it anyway, right? So they want me to work on RDNA stuff anyway. And then I would need to build an own kernel, but I don't want, like, I first want my system working and more tests and more control before I start testing. Because the thing is, often I had this with the Milk-V. Like with the Milk-V, I've wasted hours with the Milk-V Pioneer. Because like even the UART died, right? And then I didn't have UART, and like in my custom built kernel, some of the UART doesn't really work, or it is on a wrong baud rate. And it didn't just work, especially like you don't have video post, like, and you have only UART, which would be good, like if it would work, which on the Milk-V board somehow it only does with their kernel, not like when I built my T2 kernel with their Milk-V patches and everything works except the UART is on a strange frequency that is not really helping early debugging. We could save that here, by the way, before it scrolls away. So lure here. I need to check with them what I can do there. Yeah, also enable the 5th core, but for that I need to at least build, I'm not sure if I would need to rebuild the bootloader. I would need to at least tinker with the, but I don't have a reference manual anyway. Maybe I should ask them if they give me the whole SoC programming manual to tinker with bits and stuff, like clocks and power and where do we have bash is somewhere here, right? So what is Perl? Perling? Oh, Perl. Ah, right, Perl is, yeah, I mean, I could post this because now all we wanted was bin utils for that's just for Perl, we needed bin utils. I wonder, do we need more for? I mean, we will see, okay, 9 minutes, how much? I mean, this is an estimate, right? So this is, actually TBB, this was spot on. Our T2 build time estimates. Is that not an amazing technology? So the RISC-V thing, epic thread rip bin utils. Okay, so there you see 64 sets. So yeah, so RISC-V, if you want epic thread ripping RISC-V stuff, RISC-V Pioneer. Otherwise, so this is actually not too. I think these cores are per core, per IPC, way more, which is strange because they are not out of order and speculative executing. This course should somehow not be that fast for being in order. That is fun. But let's see if it really comes out at 9 minutes. If it comes out in 9 minutes, it would be pretty, because like the RISC-V is even, what is it clocked? Is it RISC-V Pioneer specs? I think it was 2 point something gigahertz, wasn't it? I need to finish writing the T2. So I said it before, right? This is an amazing board. I got it for free, which is amazing. But people say, some people say they bricked their board. So basically, if you want that, it's epic thread ripping, more multi-thread than single core, and it might be fragile. This is a super freaking huge ball grid array thing that, according to other people, I mean, mine thankfully works, but some people say they touched it too much and it doesn't work anymore. So, but otherwise it is amazing. Totally can recommend if you want 64 thread RISC-V stuff. Where is the up to 2 gigahertz? So I didn't check the frequency. Okay, so I mean, maybe the single was like RISC-V 007, right? Yeah. I mean, up to, I think I checked it. I think it was like, so maybe given that how snappy this actually surprisingly feels, maybe it's clocked at 2.2 or maybe even 2.4. Let me check what is let me check the specs here. Something of, no, that is not right. There are so many press announcements. How long do we build? 12. Oh, by the way, does the RTC, actually the RTC appears to work mostly. Up to 2.2. So guaranteed base 1.5. Yeah, so maybe, I guess it runs at that. Because otherwise it is too snappy and too fast for not running at that. Like maybe it runs at 2.2. The question then is, maybe that is 2 times the clock. Like if this is, well, it was that one, right? Like maybe that is 2 times the clock for some reason. Wait, what? Okay, that is, this previously wasn't that, was it? Or did I reach clock? Did I not copy and paste this previously? Was it not something else previously? What did I do there? Five F. Not sure what I did there previously. Whatever. Here's my build. So all I want is a bin utils time. Okay, RTC apparently works. Okay, I shouldn't touch it now. Yeah, we still have some people. I mean, basically done. We should, next we should move the stuff over. I mean, as we have people tuning in, I could do that. I had where is my, and then see if it boots. Always a nice thing to have people tuning in. Yeah, are we done soon? We should have played some music while I get coffee. USB SD card, dump the thing. How far are we? Just want the build time here for documentation purposes. We finished in 8 minutes. Actually, that is pretty spot on. And so again, if you tuned in, we are not running the we are running some. This was just comparison purposes. So that is actually so even bin utils. So yeah, to summarize this course ain't too bad. And stuff is regularly not that parallel. Like even bin utils is maybe only half of the time fully parallel or whatnot. Yeah, Phoronix news of yeah. So stuff. Oh, this is suspended. Ach, go fuck yourself, Ubuntu. It's like, yeah, I didn't press caps lock enough. Ach, you can't make this fuck up. Anyway, that is fucking annoying. Thanks for nothing. Don't install. You fuck you. Don't late. Just try proper Linux today and not like garbage. So then let's. Take out the SD card. Take out the SD card, plug it in here, and plug it into my build server. So the more ideal would have been to copy the NVMe, which so that's the irony. Like I have now a high performance NVMe SSD in there. Remove those guys. So mount dev SDA. Disk type, what's going on here? Yeah, this one, SDA 4.3. Oh, mount, of course. So what do we need? Boot is empty. Let's clean up here some like. Maybe I should make a backup. Here's also core dump. Is that the core dump we spin init? This is not our core dump. Their init crashed once upon a time. What do they have in dev? A little bit careful here. Movie new MPV. I think I don't need some movie. Is there anything other? So that is their stuff. Do they have here any? ICC edits. Mesa shader, so they did run some, yeah, obviously desktop. Okay, this is nothing we would need here. Yeah, ideally, if you do this at home, do a backup. I'm like, it's like safeguards are for beginners and stuff. I mean, I could probably leave Meteor and MNT there, but you know what, let's RMDS them anyway to have a better overview of what we still need to clean up. ATCs also usually nothing we would need, right? This is just, I mean, one super annoying stuff. Actually, one thing that will not work nicely is their initrd is their initrd is systemd based. That sucks big times, totally. Let's see what happens. Might need to manually fiddle around there. Nah, what could possibly go wrong? What do they have here? Some of their development settings. Okay, nothing of too much importance. This is just their stuff on their development thing, right? Do we have enough space? I think 8 gigabyte. It's 8 gigabyte, right? 7.7, right? So user lib firmware. I mean, we don't really need. We have our own firmware, but also. Firmware, most importantly, their modules. Before we delete some, I mean, firmware shouldn't be really, I mean, let's better move firmware, you never know. Yeah, we should make a script, basically. We should make a just grab, like, maybe we should have some convenience scripts in somewhere in T2 of like Frankenstein transform cursed install to. This is all their stuff that's basically. So all we need is modules and, I mean, firmware, not really. I don't think they. I mean, it could always be possible that they have something in there. It's also compressed, actually. Okay, let's better keep that there. That should be all right. Famous last words. So, step by step, I hope we... By the way, where is their initrd? Do they boot without initrd? Yeah, so much to, I mean, boot was empty. If must be some errors. Yeah, did I say make a backup? Okay. So then, we want the last, which ISO do I still have that here? Probably, huh? Do I have this mounted? Mount T2 RISC-V LMT. Mine install here. This should fit in 7.7 megabyte, right? This should not override anything. Verbose we don't need. Firmware lost found. This should be fine. Yeah. Companies should really start to just use T2 Linux, and you don't need to transform this stuff off. Also, like, basically quality of life improvements. Everything is better with T2 Linux, obviously. Yeah, we still have this package config stuff to fix, which is hilarious. I'm so done with. Yeah. Do we have, by the way, should be way below 7 watt per core at full load if you consider that's a 5 something 120 watt and has 16 cores. Yeah, so the other, what was even the other silicon? So the Milk-V, this is a Shogo whatnot SoC. What is the name precisely? SG2000, I believe. Milk-V Pioneer. This one probably here. Yeah, it's an USB attached SSD things there. So that's the other chip, right? So that's not what we're running today. I mostly wonder, do they have wattage? I think it's 120 watts though. Like, so I think this thing is 120 watts. It has a fan. It has an always on fan. But it also has more PC. I mean, it has more cores, more stuff. But I wonder, what is their nanometer lithography? It was more though. Was it 28? Contact sales for that server SoC thing. They don't write here. Did I click on this? Probably not, huh? Yeah, usually I should have an echo in there. Echo root here. I have. Basically, what we should do is, I mean, I started this hardware listing, and we should list even more details. Here's maybe here, nanometer thing of, no, I think it's 28. I wonder where it's manufactured though. So that, again, that is the other, right? Like, so we are running another 7 nanometer SoC right now. I'm just wondering, lithography. Can you not like somewhere 40 even? I've got the product that's certified with this part that's running on a 40 nano. The 40, is it even 40 freaking nanometer? Are you kidding me? Like the other, all right. Building chips on stuff stored. I think the 40 nanometer fabs is only kind of viable if you start building stuff on the right of because too many things. Okay, also other stuff. What is now? What is anyone? I mean, 40 nanometer is more than 10 years old. I'm just trying to figure out what precisely that is. Someone, I would guess maybe, I mean, even 28 is probably, like 40 is like more than 10. I think 28 is already 10 years old. I would guess it's 28. But I don't find the spec right now because vendors YOLO. Vendors like contact cells, but like, nah. I mean, I think it's 120 watt. I mean, it's surely an old process, right? Because it's somewhere in some abundant fab in China somewhere, whatnot. Like the other, like not this. Like, so this is surely TSMC, like what I have today. So 7 nanometer thing. Just like, can they not like disclose this stuff here somewhere? I mean, to be fair, the other thing is also multi-channel. It's a dual channel to wire forward DDR. Maybe the other build is also quad channel. Maybe like this is a single channel, but it also only has 4 cores. Okay, and curses we use this. So yeah, this is super effing slow. This bloody SD card. So this is only at N of the only extracted half here. Do they not have like nanometer thing of? This must be somewhere. So von. I want to know that now. Optoelectronics, world's first 60 semiconductor engineering. Do we also have like nanometer? No. Titled RISC-V evaluating high performance stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I guess. Nobody quite knows. Should probably. Yeah. This kind of stuff like let's make our T2 listing. I basically should be smarter and curate the stuff immediately while we wait out of space. That's unfortunate. Oops. That's not good. Shit, this is more than 7.7 gigabyte. That's really unfortunate. So we only so usually I do better if it's okay. To be fair, Vasi, Wayland, WireGuard, WirePlumber, X stuff. Okay, to be fair, we don't need most of this. This is only out of space for stuff we don't need to boot. Okay, sets the nut would be nice. Okay, mostly except what could possibly go wrong. Maybe I should boot this in QEMU before inserts this. So usually I don't even realize how large this stuff is because usually I run this better as compressed. So thankfully we mostly have, let's delete some stuff we don't need, like Clang. We don't need to boot, and RustC and Cargo, Firefox and LibreOffice, and OpenJDK. Ah, shit. Hates this insert key. Cannot someone rip it off a keyboard? Then we need to install xset and xxhash, and it's like you obviously don't try this like this at home. X and set standard. And then also basically mine IF also the fixed glibc without vector extension and build RISC-V stuff. Also this is 32-bit toolchain package glibc. And fixed and curses of all things. The question is, okay, we should actually, if this boots, what would be the name of, okay, let's see what happens, but we need how to disable root Linux login no password. Like result. Is there, what was no password thing? Because I can't change root here. Okay, pass. Password. Let's copy this. Root of here. That should be, oh wait, shadow. So this, did I copy the right one? I hope. Only one way to find out, right? Yeah, pro tip, if you do this at home, copy this vendor thing, but most vendor things are downloadable. I mean, worst case, I need to tell them, you know what, I bricked your prototype SD card. Can you send, can I have, I mean, I should just build, I mean, it's not unfixable, it's just, then, let's see what happens, power on there. Just need to build my own kernel and stuff. What would the next be? 10? Oh. Hey, this is our stuff. Some stuff works. Okay, we have... Ah, shit, we don't have setlib. That's not ideal. Hey, look at that. Our shit comes up. Was that easy? We don't have login. Apparently, maybe. The question is, what if the... That was too easy, you all. T2 is just a superior Linux distribution, like anyone would want. If people wonder why do I still run my unsuccessful hobby Linux distribution, like have you tried any other Linux distribution? Most don't support even RISC-V. Forgot setlib, and so this is what I wondered what they boot with. So they don't have console equals whatnot. The question is, I mean, where is my? So making this login work might be a little bit tricky. Because I don't know, like, due to the nature of not seeing the... As you've seen, like, the UART stuff comes up so slowly that... init equals bin bash. Yeah, but I do not yet have control about the bootloader. Like the serial console comes solid up. Like even when before the video I tried 3 times and like I can't start the screen fast enough because they should have made the UART USB bus powered, but they didn't. So they made their USB UART SoC bus powered, like PP, like Louis Rossmann, like VP 0. And so that means that the USB UART only enumerates when you power on, and until then you have already lost most of your boot stuff. So yeah. But let's enable. So I should have checked with their stuff. So do we have? I should have checked with their stuff. What is the name of the? We can just setlib here, right? Here. And so initrd, the good old-fashioned stuff of let's just enable this. I'm not sure if this is TTY is 0. Maybe it is. We will see what. Yeah, it might be something else. I don't know. Might be TTY AMA 0 or who knows what cursed stuff or 1 or whatnot. What else? Right, I could actually I could try to make it come up with SSH for the future. So default is 3. That is with network. If we dcconf network, if the USB Ethernet comes up, then interface S0 DHCP. So we would need to enable SSH, I think. Okay, whatever. It is it U-boot? It's this RISC-V stuff, this open SBI and Let's put on. So it's probably 11 now. I don't quite get what's up with that thing. Hey, 0. So this is probably early. Like this is probably one of the earliest, but you see it. There is not much bootloader interaction. It reads this, whatever it reads there. So it didn't even quite see what. Where do we have TTY? But this is one of the TTY serial UART. Hello. Login TTY0. Test. And this is how it's like. Basically, we need to document. Like this is how easy it is. How do we have? Hey, we have even like we can even like so RC. Okay, we didn't. Okay, so SSH login is not that easy because we it's like it's just like that. Bob's your uncle and Varian. I need to write a proper knowledge. Like I have it on my to-do. Unfortunately, not 666 lines, like 780 lines of to-do, unfortunately. And so SSH. So RCS. All right, we probably need to enable that, right? I think it's not enabled by default. For security reasons, not like someone logs into your precious server. Actually, ironically, I have a request from another company, which also the recurring theme, right? I do so much for free and live on Twitch and YouTube, and then companies want even more for free, right? So it's like, hey, we want to use your RISC-V stuff. Can you help it with this and this and this? Like, I'm sorry, I already do so much for free. Like, you really like, sure, I'm happy to help you. Like, how much do you want to pay? Like, some hours here or there. Like, can you not answer some questions? Like, no, I cannot. On top of doing everything and live streaming everything, like even if I would not live stream, like even on top of open sourcing, I cannot consult you for free, right? So these companies are so cheap. Like not this, like another overseas, like totally different stuff, right? But RISC-V, and like these people are too uneducated to. I think they probably use a star52 board. I think like they did not even in the initial emails. I said this the other day, right? I even read this email the other day. Even when I asked them, hey, which board are you using? They did not even answer. Like, I'm happy to help. Like, would be great if you pay some hours. And which board are you even using? And like, even on the second and third emails, it's like so. And those people who need help and don't want to pay for this, they cannot even download some Fedora, Ubuntu, or whatnot image for their Starfire Vision 2 thing, but want free help from me and not pay for it. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't have, actually AMD GPU could potentially work here. Probably could run T2 Firefox and see how snappy it is. Yeah, that works. Wait, it's probably the same IP, right? Yeah. No, it's not. Like Ubuntu be gone. I have no time for lesser operating systems. We only run the good stuff. This is root login. I'm somewhat tempted to enable root login by default. Like this is because on every development board, literally each time I do something, I need to do that. I've only not changed. I mean, maybe it is like maybe for the security, like given that we want the open BSD of Linux top-notch distribution quality. That is the only reason I've not enabled this yet. But it's annoying me a great deal. But like maybe I leave it like this just to be on the more secure side of things. Don't have dev pt. Why is that? Because they initrd. Shit. Okay, dev. Because we run their low quality. No, because we don't have an initrd. What is going on? Probably not mounted, right? No, it actually is there. Like what? Why does this not work? PTY allocation press change in channel 1? Huh? How is that a thing? Not mounted, but it says they're mounted. Huh? What? Not sure what it was. Like, yeah, don't use other people's cursed initrd or kernel image nonsense. Yeah, subversion. Ah, wait, this is also the wrong thing. Actually, we have all of this, right? We also don't have much space free. So yeah, ideally I should quirk the boot to boot straight from the NVMe. It of course makes no sense to work on the slow. I mean, I could check this out. I mean, you know what? To be fair, it doesn't make, like, we have this already. Like, basically NVMe P2T. I could have mounted it to serve, but whatever. Update CL. Need to regen this again. So basically we did this and hero to the glory to the heroes. So we only need to redo this because that is a SD card installation. Hey AI Frank, how are you doing? What RISC-V are you getting? I can't disclose details, but what are you asking? I'm not sure if I didn't check with them. I should have, but haven't. So, but why are you asking? Good, you could fix the T2AI stick. What if you get it? We could fix the T2AI stick. Are you using that? Fixing in what way? Your sentence, too few words. Please elaborate. Happy to fix things. We usually do. T2. What did we? Oh wait, is it even? Where are we? Ah, I wanted Tmux. Yeah, that works. So P2 install neofedge 2 because. So that is now native. Like, yeah. So this is how you unbox this. Exa code, SOC quality, not only all things T2 freaking architecture is working, and in less than 2 hours you wipe your bloody half-working Ubuntu nonsense where you need to press caps locks that this bloody prototype thing doesn't fall asleep. For necessities for superior prototype and all things RISC things living. Yeah, some things here online and stuff. The usual, I mean, we could T2 install, like how much does btop? So this is a partial installation, right? What would it would do TBB and btop, which TBB probably don't really quite need, but YOLO. Because there are a lot of RISC-V samples, holy btop. Yep, exactly. I have not checked with them. Like, I just wanted to live stream here some stuff. Like this is probably fine because like you mostly don't know what I'm on. Like, but to disclose more, I don't feel comfortable without like professionals. I mean, I kind of sort of maybe shouldn't, but like you haven't seen much. Like, and I need to earn some tip jar cents for some coffee, right? Don't delay. Buy me a coffee today. Coffee thing of. Here, that's basically had to test some stuff, need to get some stuff running, basic, like, and people always like, why should we pay? You just boot your Linux. Yeah, just boot your Linux and do some tests 2 hours later. I mean, I'm not saying they said this. I'm other project, right? But just like, even for me, like as a professional, like setting up some basic stuff, like easily 2 hours, right? Including you get some shipment and. First thing, I mean, I opened this. There was even like some bolt fell out. The GPU, like because it was sent through the whole world with parcel service things and stuck in customs for 2 weeks. Like it was security screened and repacked. Thank you very much for whatever. Like, am I now here enemy of the state, enemy number 1 or whatnot, or swatting service, special services? And yeah, pro tip, open your stuff because the GPU was not fully in, probably due to the nature of the board not having a PCIe by 16 clamp and shipping and vibration. Also, I mean, it's in general not the most. I mean, the case probably should be straight. I'm not so. I think I would, if I run this permanently like this, I might even consider, like, because I reseated the GPU, like this garbage thing, which I should plug in an RDNA thing. And it's not staying in the most, right? Like, so like to run this long term, I probably would consider a drop of hot glue or something to fix this. Because I don't feel it's most secured in there. Like, otherwise you might carry it on your desk and stuff and the GPU vibrates out of there. Anyway, just some pro tips, but I don't like fast fetch. Of course we have fast fetch, but I don't like fast fetch. Try not to drink too much coffee. Why not? Some studies says it's healthy, but what's the pro tip? To glue the CPU? No, GPU. Also, the pro tip was, if you get stuff, open it and check for, like, if a bolt fell out, or some standoff. I don't even know where the standoff, like some standoff fell out. Like I lifted it up, like cling clong. Like, yeah, get some screws and loose screws and bolts out of your stuff and reseat the GPU. This was even Linus Tech Tips, right? Like Linus Tech Tips ordering gaming PCs and the GPU fell off. So yeah. And also, and if you have some embedded board, like maybe a drop of hot glue, because like this GPU, there is a reason why by 16 slots usually have this snap-in thing, which this board does not have. This securing, like, why did they not have that there? Maybe because it's a prototype board, who knows? Yeah, but the irony is, like, usually I'm like the snap-ins, like this PCIe, like this PCIe 16 snap, what is it, fixation, what is it even called? Thing, like, what is the name of this clip thing? GPU retention clips thing. So snapped off the first day. Oh yeah, okay, my board didn't even, like, yeah, so this thing, like, now we know it's a retention clip thing. And like, so usually they annoy me a great deal, retention clip thing. So my board came without one. And so usually I hate them with a passion, because like usually on PC, but like, yeah, if the stuff doesn't stay in there, like, then yeah, lesson learned, actually, not having this. Like, it's sometimes annoying to feel it, get it out there, but like, certainly not cool to I hate this clause, like this one. Yeah, I hated this also until I get this board and the GPU doesn't stay the most in. I mean, maybe it would stay more in if you loosen the screws of the PCB and like move the PCB half a mil towards the slots, because like, I mean, it's an aluminum case, so this should be quite straightish. It's some generic PC case, so that shipped with it. Yeah, but like, so basically my second pro tip expired. Pro tip number 1, open this stuff and check it, because the GPU was half out. There was a loose bolt inside for whatever reasons, I don't know. And also actually there, that is funny, the PSU screws are loose, I just realized. Okay, maybe, I mean, it surely fell off somewhere, this standoff thing. And I just realized that the PSU screws are loose-ish, hanging out of there already. That's ideal. And the second pro tip is, like, if you don't have a retention clip or you lost it, maybe a drop of hot glue, right? Like, to retain your GPU. Better than nothing, I would say. So, because, I mean, like, obviously the worst thing is like your GPU moving half out of it. That's certainly not ideal. They're so hard to deal with, these clips on boards. Yeah, I always hated this until like it didn't stuck here the most. So it's like, yeah, there is it. Does it even, what is that here? Is 3000? I don't, like, what should that be? But that can't be 3 gigahertz, right? Like, what's this? Why does this look so strange? Is this not... Oh, maybe because the term is... What is my term? The term is probably Linux or whatnot. Because it's... Oh, no, it shouldn't. Actually, the term should be extreme color. Why is this so strange? Why is this not the right... this is a temperature. But I think it's using the wrong temperature. It's probably... Like, so these tools are stupid, right? Because people program like shit, it's most likely grabbing at 27. So it's grabbing the next best temperature. It finds, and that's the AMD GPU one here. So yeah, go figure. It's like okay, Sync. What does power off do, by the way? So that's probably, does it somehow kind of sort of maybe a little bit power off? Yeah, next thing, own kernel, and then more AMD GPU thing, and then gaming, and then world domination, and market share, and profit. So that's it basically for today. I hope you enjoyed to learn something. Share, like, subscribe. We also have a YouTube channel. Don't forget to pay some homage to the Patreon gods, and yeah, I didn't have foam in the case. I hope you enjoyed to learn something, and see you next time for all the continued fun to come. And by the way, we run T2 Linux, which obviously, like now that we deleted Ubuntu, it's obviously the superior choice of things, and Firefox and LibreOffice and Wayland and stuff, and it's simply just working stuff.
In the silence of space, I drift alone, across ages and worlds unknown, where echoes of futures glitch and break. I code the threats for freedom to say.